A while ago, I made a video on first-person shooters, and I talked about how I thought they were in a decline and were slowly dying off as a whole, or at least becoming a lot smaller than they once were. And while first-person shooters, as of current day, are still absolutely huge, the way first-person shooters are made and the expectations for them have changed massively, like I said they would, and like I said they had. The largest first-person shooters of all time have really been this irremovable big three: Battlefield, Halo, and Call of Duty. However, with the releasing of both Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty Black Ops 7, it's become very clear that the industry is finally changing. And these big three games will now be forced to once again innovate instead of just relying on their sheer name alone to sell their copies once more, if they want to remain as the big three of the online first-person shooter world stage. So in this video, I want to talk about a specific member of the big three, whilst also going over why Battlefield is still on top.
Dude, look at the scale of the map. Oh my god. I'm just testing. What the fuck? Yo, I heard that coming from the left. That was crazy.
And Call of Duty is not.
One of my favorite things in the map is the Cat Cafe. There's a karaoke bar, which is a lot of fun. Those is call-outs where it's like, I got him in the Cat Cafe, that's gonna be fun.
And that game that I want to talk about specifically is Halo, and answer the question of whether they still have it when it comes to being a competitive multiplayer experience that worldwide users can enjoy. Before I continue with the video, I'd ask that you all like and subscribe. I am so sorry for the lack of uploads this month. Like I say, I'm still working on a Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm working on another Fallout video, I'm working on an Avowed review, so they're all like clashing together and it's just caused this absolute jumble of videos coming out at random times. But from like the next 7 days onwards, you should have consistent like videos coming out every few days, at least up until the 7th of November. So please stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment down below what you think of the big three and what you think of the direction Halo is going in. Thanks for watching, enjoy the video. For the longest of times, like I said in the intro to this video, Halo, Call of Duty, and Battlefield were always on top. You see, throughout the 2000s, Halo, Call of Duty, and Battlefield all shared the spotlight, with fans from around the world loving every single game in each of their own right, and celebrating them all equally in some cases. There was something to love out of all three of these games, and a different fan base loved and absolutely had a cult following for each one. Then the 2010s hit, and 2 out of the 3 of the big three members began a huge decline in popularity. Those two being Halo, as 343 would take over the series, and Call of Duty, as they would move into looking towards a more futuristic view for their games, something the fans would come to hate. Battlefield remained pretty stable, however, throughout this time period, with Battlefield 1 being a huge success. Then the year 2021 would hit, where all 3 members of the big three would be launching a game in the same year around the same time. Halo would be set to make its biggest comeback with Halo Infinite, aka Halo 6. Call of Duty would look to return to their roots with Call of Duty Vanguard, a World War II grounded Call of Duty game, something the fans absolutely love. And Battlefield would look to up their game and launch a futuristic first-person shooter unlike any before its time. All games would launch and all would fall short, with Halo Infinite being very mid and lacking the support it needed to stay relevant. Call of Duty Vanguard, well, completely sucking ass. And Battlefield 2042, well, yeah, once again, sucking ass. All 3 members of the big three completely fell off, and it was not completely clear out of who in the big three would actually be able to recover and make it back to the top again. It was at this moment when I genuinely thought that these 3 may have completely fallen off beyond redemption, and therefore may have never been able to come back into the spotlight. But who was able to stay afloat even after all 3 of the big three would fall off? If we take a look at them all now in the present day, who has managed to get back on their feet, and who is still stuck trying to get back up from this horrible and deadly blow that was their 2021 release? Well, to start off with, the only one out of the big three which has really managed to stand back up has been Battlefield, with the very recent release of Battlefield 6, a game that overall is having a huge success, and even Call of Duty fans are flocking to it with joy. because of how well made it is and how much care seems to go into it. Speaking of Call of Duty, they are by far in the worst spot, with only one of their titles since Vanguard being called an overall good game and getting some praise. Well, I said there's been one good one, there's actually two. I kind of forgot about Modern Warfare 2, that was a pretty good game. Outside of that, they are set to release Black Ops 7. Yeah, we got to 7 at this point. This year's game that almost no one gives a shit about. I mean, literally no one cares about this game. Only further showing just how much Activision and the companies that work for Activision to develop these games have completely lost their touch with what their fans want and their touch when it comes to producing a good quality game that isn't a fucking cash grab. Do not buy Black Ops 7.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Then, that of course leaves us with Halo, which has been in a point of pause for a while now, with the fan base slowly losing more and more faith in Halo as more and more time passes from Halo Infinite's launch, until just a couple days ago, when a trailer for a new Halo project was announced and released, which has sparked up a lot, and I mean a lot, of conversation, both positive and negative. You see, in my opinion, this trailer showed even after Halo has on a downwards trajectory, it still has not only a huge fan base, but huge relevance in the modern gaming world to this day, as even people who don't play Halo or never have are excited for this release, this remake in fact. The best example of this being PS5 fans, who will be getting for the first time full access to a new Halo game as it comes to PS5, something that I'm actually happy about. You see, I think we're entering a time where these big three games will not be able to rely on their names alone to sell well. Instead, they will need to push for true, real quality of game. And I know that while Call of Duty may truly be lost, Halo is not. Halo can and always will have the ability to be relevant in the modern world of gaming because of how innovative it was at its prime when it was first created and launched, and it always will be able to be innovative again. Not to mention, there's no game quite as special as Halo, and I seriously mean that. It's like the damn Star Wars of the gaming world. It has deep, intricate, incredible lore with a die-hard fan base who refuse to let the games go, and I respect that massively. And the game has proven before that it can still sell in the triple digits, even in the modern industry, with Halo Infinite being literally one of Xbox's best-selling games. And I truly believe that they can sell like that again, because Halo truly is something special. It truly is something worth believing in, and I think it will rise again and still can have a huge effect on the world and become the world's #1 first-person shooter again. Thank you guys ever so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. It was a bit of a short one, and I apologize for the wait for it. Like I said before, and I keep playing this card, but I am working on a lot of videos at the minute, so please do just be a little bit patient with me. Until the 7th, you should have at least 2 more videos coming out. One on the 7th and one hopefully before or just after. And then we'll be back to normal uploads once a week. I'm working on a Red Dead Redemption 2 video, a Fallout video, and an Avowed review, so stay tuned for those guys. I hope you're all doing well. Things are fucked up in the world right now, so stay safe, guys, and God bless, and yeah, stay aware of everything that's going on, but hey, that's just me. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Stay safe, guys. Peace.